Ladies and gents, what's up? It's Mikey Beans in the voice. Today I'm talking about the application called Wobble, the iPhone application. And the principle behind that is you create dubstep beats using some touch interface. It's pretty cool. But what it lacks is the ability to record what you make. How do you do that? So the first thing you're going to need is this thing. This is called the UCA202, the Behringer piece of hardware here. So what also you need is you need this cable. So this is an RCA, which are these two, to the 1/8 inch adapter. Now what happens? So the first thing that happens is this 1/8 inch goes into your iPhone, right? So put that in there, bang. And then after that, what happens is these adapters, the red and the white, right? They go into your input side. So they go into the red and the white, and the USB goes into your computer. So this is all plugged up right now. I have the iPhone with Wobble running right now, plugged into the 1/8 inch of the RCA, and then the red and the white is plugged into the input device of the Behringer U-Control UCA202, which is plugged into my computer. Now what you have to do is you have to tell the computer that you want to use this input or this device as the input for your sound. So it found it as a USB audio codec, and you may have to download a driver. I kind of forget, honestly, but right now it's on the input. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go now to GarageBand, and another useful thing which I didn't talk about is you may want to have a monitor. So you can see here I'm plugging headphones into the monitor of the U-Control, which will monitor the output from the iPhone, right? Now what I also may want to do is separately monitor what's going on the computer. So basically I'll have two headphones in, one in my left ear, one in my right, and one going from the computer and then one going from the Behringer device. Now for the computer, to do this, what also you'll need to do is when you go to sound, you'll have to do the output and select that to the headphone port. Keep that to the headphone port. Okay. So this is an old track that I just recorded 5 minutes ago. And let's see, for example. So what I did with that is I layered that. So I recorded two over each other and just synced up the track. But I could keep that forever, right? So that's pretty cool. So let's see how to do that. So I'm going to mute this, and I'm going to have a new track, which is here, audio track 3. Now now Wobble's running. I'm going to turn monitor's on. I hear it in my right ear. So let's just start recording. Okay, so that's enough now. I'm going to turn the monitor off so I can actually concentrate. Listen back to that for a second. I'm going to create a new track, and okay, and it's tied to the same input, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mute this track, and I'm going to record it a second time. So let me turn the monitor on now for the Behringer device so I can hear it in my ear, and let's hit record, and I'll just put some noise in. Okay, now turn the monitor off. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to find a way to sync these up so I can kind of see the beats here as they drop. And let me just listen to both at the same time. So I can see, let's pop a beat there. Let's see how that sounds. So you can see now it's matched up. So I got kind of a layered song, and you can, in GarageBand, you can do some automations, and you can adjust the volume in certain places, and so you can drop it here and bring it back up over here if you want. And so you get the point. So the fact is, I recorded this stuff. Now I can export it to iTunes and actually have a song, right? And that's the point of this. Once again, I'm using the Behringer U-Control UCA202. I have the RCA to 1/8 inch cable. I have Wobble going on my iPhone. I have a a monitor device, headphones coming out of the UCA202, which allows me to hear what's going on the iPhone. And remember, the driver is set for the input from my computer to the UCA202, and then the output of the computer set to headphones, so I can hear what's being made on the computer after it's made. And as I said, I have this on two different ears. My left ear is from my computer, my right ear is from the USB interface. So that's how you record your audio and actually make songs. Alright, peace.